Hey guys, it's Alexis with Create Your Future. I am back today with a new video, a new success story, and today's focus is going to be about thought transmission, how our thoughts create, and also how we send thoughts to other people, and that thought transmission is really real. Before I get started, just a reminder that all the links to booking one-on-one coaching, hypnosis, and also my new offering, personalized hypnosis affirmation tracks, are in the box below. I also have 2 new hypnosis affirmation tracks that are pre-recorded, that are general for everybody that are on our website. They are on sale. At the time that this airs, they are still 2 for $75 or 1 for $45. I say grab them both. I'm getting so many compliments. So many clients just telling me in our sessions and then writing in and even putting comments on the YouTube videos that they're fun and that they like doing them, and that they're really helping them be a game changer because I designed them for that purpose. So funny that they manifested to be that. All right. So this video is for you today, full of content about thought transmission, about how we send thoughts to other people, and that it's really real. Now, this client is a success story because she did a bunch of things through one-on-one coaching, and she listened to a lot of my advice about how to work on her self-concept, how to put herself first in her relationship with her SP, and then also with love and relationships in general, and then also for her business, okay? So I want to point out too in this video that if you're doing a lot of conscious manifesting and a lot of conscious creation, right? Like doing hypnosis, even doing affirmation tracks, if you're doing meditations, if you're doing a mental diet, but you're doing it obsessively, and you're obsessively thinking thoughts and sending thoughts to someone that for whatever reason, you guys, it just doesn't end up being an effective method for consciously manifesting for your SP for whatever reason. I am not 100% sure, right? Because like I can't get into the quantum fields of all of my clients. I just know with myself and then with people that when we obsessively use thought transmission and use manifesting like on overdrive, it somehow cancels it out. Now, is that because we're in a state of lack? It could be. Is it because you have an inner being and a higher self, and that higher self wants you to put yourself first? It could be. And that's generally what I would think. So before I get into this success story, I want to point out that this client, when we're working through something, her old concept of self or the old thoughts that she thought about herself, they will try to come in. And right before she had this big breakthrough with her specific person and with this whole circumstance that she goes into in her beautiful story, right before this happened, she had gotten really, really, really in a good place with herself and her concept of self. She was thinking positively about herself. She had taken steps in her business to put herself first, think of herself differently. And a lot of it had to do with like social media and stuff like that. So she went into this scenario where she manifested all of this really, really thinking of herself highly. So with whatever you're manifesting, it doesn't matter if you're manifesting for pregnancy, marriage, specific person, business. Remember that what we're trying to mimic in these realms is a confident concept of self. So you really can't underestimate loving yourself, liking yourself, being confident, pumping yourself up, liking the things that you're wearing, liking the things that you're doing, liking the environment that you're in, because all of that, in a way, it does influence you because it keeps you on track or keeps you off track. Okay. So as I go into this success story, and we're talking about thought transmission, it doesn't mean that let's translate this information into like obsessively thinking thoughts about your specific person and negating you. Remember, it's your reality. Everyone's you pushed out. So the more that you embody and you are the person who is loved, adored, given attention, you matter, you put yourself first, you think you're important, then everybody else does too. And you really can't do all this work on an SP without also doing that on yourself. Okay. So just wanted to add that in as like a disclaimer. Okay. All right. So here we go with the success story. I'm going to read all of it because it's cute. It's got a lot of juicy nuggets. It's a little bit long, so just bear with me. Okay. Hello, I'm super excited to be writing this in because I have a success story. I've been coaching with Alexis for probably over a year now, and she is fantastic. I just knew when I found her videos on Create Your Future's YouTube channel that she would be the one that would help me get through my blocks and really help me become the person that I really want to be, and I always knew I could be. Then she says, feel free to make a video. So here I am. When I first started coaching with Alexis, I had an SP that we were working on where things hit the fan. Through my sessions with Alexis, I have noticed that I have always put men on the pedestal. I have always put love on the pedestal. And I never truly understood how our thoughts created and how I can use manifestation to change myself, change my concept of myself, and therefore change the world around me. I always felt like I was not chosen, that love was difficult, and that I would be alone for my entire life, never being pursued, valued, or looked on by the men that I wanted. I started coaching with Alexis, and we have been working on my self-concept as well as other things. And I've had so many victories. Very recently, I have decided that I want to date someone that is in a band. I very much like the energy of people that are in bands, and that is the kind of lifestyle that I am looking to create for myself. This past weekend, I attended a concert, and I manifested having dinner with the headlining band. I also got the cell phone number of the manager for when they return to my state so I can get backstage and see them privately again. I was treated like a complete queen. I was brought backstage, they brought me dinner, and we had an amazing conversation where I felt extremely chosen, and I felt so good about all of the self-concept work and who I am. Once we were done with dinner, the band allowed me to go to the pit, Amazon notifications, or not Amazon, Google asking if I'm still on the call. I've always thought, okay. Once we were done with dinner, the band allowed me to go to the pit, and I was in the first row and had the best view of the entire venue. One of the bands that was there was a band that I was on vacation with a few months ago. I had been working with Alexis about sending thoughts to people. So I sent thoughts to the lead singer that he would recognize me from the vacation and that he would give me the set list. When they were done playing, he picked up the set list and he started walking away from me. Everyone around me was cheering and clapping. I wound up calling the singer's name, and no more than 5 seconds after I did that, he turned around, walked straight to me, and handed me the set list that I intended he would hand me. Everyone around me was so supportive, and I was stunned. I have always thought that band guys were unreachable for me, that they were too famous, they wouldn't have time for me, they wouldn't notice me, and that they seemed always like they were off limits. So when I told Alexis that this is what I wanted to work on, I was a bit nervous and anxious about if I could do this. But after manifesting dinner with the headlining band at their sold-out show in my state, the lead singer of the other band receiving my thoughts and handing me the set list as soon as I told him to do so in my mind, and another lead singer of a band that was the show fist bumping me while he was singing and not paying any attention to anyone else in the first row, I know that this is for real. Since this has happened, I now have guys in other bands that are following me on social media accounts that are messaging me, and I am now being pursued and seen by the very men that I used to put on a pedestal, and the very men that used to ignore me and would never show me any attention. Alexis, you are amazing. And I truly think that in a past life, we were doing this work together because it just flows so naturally. And I'm so grateful to have you as my coach and my friend. I look forward to our next session together, and I can't wait to see what else we create this year. All right. So you guys, look what she manifested. So for those of you out there who have love, whatever it is, you have your SP, whether it's money, love, buying a house, getting pregnant. If you have your desire on a pedestal, right, meaning that you think it's unreachable, you think you can't have it, you think it's unmanifestationable, then let's look at what she did. So the main component I want to point out is that, like I said before, when she went into this scenario and she went into this concert, she was really, really in a good concept of herself. We had worked on her self-concept, and she had taken measures before she went to the concert to really be in that feel-good state. Okay, so she has a bunch of other concerts and band stuff lined up because this is what she's chosen to manifest. So we decided that every time she goes to a concert, she goes somewhere for anything in this realm, then she can buy herself a new outfit. She can begin doing her mental diet on her self-concept, and she can also take actions for herself each and every time, because what this does, you guys, is it becomes who you are. It imprints a new normal. It changes how you think about you, and through that repetition, it then becomes you. So it's not to say that like forever that you have to get in this like high vibrational momentum feel good state, but for a little while, I do recommend that if you're doing something like this, or you have someone or something on a pedestal, you really want to work on getting yourself on the pedestal. So through repetition and through imprinting this through your conscious mind, your actions, remember, your subconscious mind that creates your reality is always listening. It's always taking in information. It's always doing kind of like a recon throughout the day of like, who are you? What are you doing? What are you creating? What's happening? And then it does everything accordingly. So what's funny, you guys, is I'm watching myself in the video. Now, can you see that my hair, this is a subconscious reference. Okay. My hair is parted like, I don't know, somewhere kind of down the middle, and that it's all the same length. Okay. So what's interesting about the subconscious and conscious mind is that your subconscious mind runs everything. So right now, your subconscious mind is producing your hair follicles. It is running all your body's processes. It is regulating your sweat glands. It is regulating your nervous system, and like your blood system, your lymph system is all done by the subconscious mind, because unless somehow you figure this out, which I don't think anybody has, we're not consciously aware of our blood system, our lymph system, unless you're doing intentions for those things. Okay. So what I did about 8 months ago, 10 months ago, my son is 10. So I didn't have any hair loss because of my mental diet when I gave birth. But anyways, at some point I noticed that one side of my hair was longer than the other. Okay. And so I thought, oh my gosh, like way back when I had a hairdresser who told me that one side of my head had more hair than the other. So guess what? I noticed, and it was just through, me wanting to have more hair. I noticed that one side of my head of my hair was shorter. And I thought, oh my gosh. So I really took that on as truth, because she was an expert, so-called, right, of my hair at the time. So I did intentions, and I influenced my subconscious mind so that my hair would be the same length all around, because that's what I wanted. Now, I was just happening to look at my hair when I was doing this video in the video, and I was reminded that I did that because I'm getting to my point that my subconscious mind was influenced by my thoughts, by my decisions, and my thought transmission. Okay, so now my hair is all the same length, and also nobody can believe I didn't lose any hair when I had childbirth, because I was aware of that whole thing, and I did affirmations and intentions that would be the opposite. Okay, so you guys, the moral of the story is your mind, especially your subconscious mind, is always listening. Okay. So whether it be changing a physical attribute about yourself, sending thoughts to a specific person, sending thoughts to someone that's in your vicinity in the room, which I encourage you to experiment on. Actually, let me go into that after I finish my analogy. Your whole body is creating your reality. Everyone as you pushed out means, what am I holding within me? Sends thoughts to what's happening outside of me. Okay. But an easy way to get to the hack of what's going on here are, what am I affirming? What am I thinking about myself and the things that I'm creating? Right. So like this client, we noticed that she had this whole pedestal thing, like this whole thing she wanted, dating a guy who's in a band, being around the band energy, being around these band people. It presented this huge kind of like issue. And the more that we talked about it, the more that we chipped away at it, the less it was on any kind of pedestal, and the more that she was on the pedestal. But it took repetition, it took persisting in new thoughts, and then persisting in new decisions. So like, use my hair as an example, okay? And not the best hair day for this, but it is all the same length mostly. I have layers in my hair, so that's why, okay? But through repetition and through persistence, my subconscious mind that runs my hair follicles heard my thoughts and listened and balanced my hair out. Okay. So isn't that interesting? Everyone likes it when I use these funny analogies in videos. So I intend that it makes sense to everybody, because listen, like your subconscious mind is what pushes out and creates your reality. So the more that you think about what you want, you persist in what you want, you push it out like a little projector, and then you are creating it. So that is how, and that is why you can be, have, or do anything that you want, anything that you desire, because you're the creator of your reality. Okay, so everyone likes to hear hacks about thought transmission. So what I had said to her, to go into the analogy about how to use thought transmission, what did she do? Funny that my hair is on my mind, literally, is that I said to her, I said, okay, so she has like this whole band thing going on. She had this concert she was going to. And I said, okay, so how about you send some thoughts to the lead singer of the band while you're there? And she was like, I don't know. Can I really do that? Okay. And I gave her a bunch of instances in my life and then some examples of clients' lives where they had done this. And she got so amped up and she was so excited that by the time she got to the concert, she had already been thinking this was possible. And then look at you guys, she sent a couple thoughts and then that's what happened. So if you're out in your reality and you are with someone in a room and you notice that, like, let's say you're out to a bar or out to a coffee shop with a bunch of people or some friends, and you notice and you hear yourself think the thought, oh, he or she doesn't like me. Okay. Then you can experiment with this in your own reality, which is so fun. I've done this so many times. And you can think, oh no, he or she does like me. They're coming over to talk to me. They want to see how I'm doing. They're asking me, what's up? Okay. So start doing that with people that you're around so that if you are manifesting for a specific person or like a job promotion and you're using thought transmission and you're understanding that your thoughts create, make sure that you're experimenting with people that you don't have on the pedestal or that aren't like that there isn't this story of separation with. Because the other thing is that your thoughts do create, yes, thought transmission is real, yes, but it's because that is how your reality is created. And that's why it's possible to do all of this. So it's kind of like the hack to creating your reality is, what thoughts am I thinking? What thoughts am I sending out? And what thoughts am I sending and thinking about specific people? Just as a reminder, your thoughts create because they go from the front of the mind to the back of the brain out to your reality in something called the reticular activating system. If you want to know what that is, you can even look it up on Google. I learned about it in school, and that's the reason why this also works. So you guys, moral of the story is, if you have someone or something on a pedestal, through repetition and persistence of new thoughts, new story, you can take them off the pedestal, put yourself on the pedestal, get exactly what you want, and then manifesting from that place of your highest expression, your ultimate self-confidence, loving yourself, liking yourself, accepting yourself, and thinking that you're the best. Because why not? Remember that with conscious creation and consciously manifesting your reality, we're doing it on purpose. So like, you want to go big. You want to like think as big as you can. You want to manifest the highest version of you, the most fun, the most money, the best experience, right? So just make sure that we are really, really taking this to its limits, because you can. All right. So the only one that can create your reality and do this is you. Is a caveat to remember. And just like this client, you can get him or her off a pedestal, put yourself on the pedestal, and get everything you desire. All right, so that is my video for today. I hope and I intend that it has resonated and cleared up some things, or just gotten you, really, really amped up, revved up for the week, if you're watching this on a Monday. So, all right, you guys, I will see you in my next video. Have an awesome day. Bye.